One of the things that really impressed me when I came to Jeanette Rankin was the 8-foot tall map of the United States upstairs. And on that map of the United States is a dot representing each one of our scholars. And it just shows to me the incredible impact. We have scholars in every state.
What I have learned being a Jeanette Rankin scholar is it is all rooted in love. Love for myself, love for mankind, love for seeing others do better, because if others do better, then we all benefit from that.
It has been said that when you educate a man, you educate an individual. When you educate a woman, you educate a family and a community and the nation.
Women's role in the world and in society is connected to the well-being of everyone.
50% of all of our households in this country are now headed by women.
The mission of the Jeanette Rankin Foundation is to support and empower women to get their higher education degrees and ultimately to create better lives for themselves, for their families, and for their communities.
Our women have grit.
The scholars are an incredibly resilient and courageous group of women.
These are women who have gone through a lot of challenges in their lives before we get to know them. 50% or more are survivors of domestic violence. They're working full-time. They're, parenting, and largely single parenting.
And yet they still dare to think, I can get my college degree and I can improve my life.
The way scholarship organizations measure their effectiveness is persistence rate. And persistence rate means the number of people who continue and the number of people who graduate. And our persistence rate has continually been above 85%, and this year was 94%.
We have an average GPA of 3.6 of our scholars coming through us every single year.
I remember thinking, I want better for my daughters. And the only way that they are gonna know what better is if I show them. And so I made the decision to come to school. I'm doing this for them, yes, but I didn't realize along the way that I was doing it for myself too. And I realize that now. I needed it just as much as they need it.
It's a video of the notification of the scholars that they've received the funds.
And they're just overcome with joy, and then we're all sitting there overcome with joy and crying.
Some of the scholars have said things like, I will make you proud. And in addition to the thank yous, the copious thank yous, they say, thank you so much for believing in me.
Receiving this scholarship is like a stamp of approval. You're worth something. You're worth our attention. You're worth our investment. Now go do it.
The funds can be used for any purpose whatsoever. We've had recipients who needed new tires because they had to transport a fair distance to get to school, childcare, food, paying the utility bills.
We look at their larger life, their total life, and say, what are the obstacles? She wants to pursue this education. What's getting in her way?
That aspect of agency is what makes the Jeanette Rankin Foundation Scholarship Funds so very powerful. And I think it's something that the scholars really appreciate, is that level of trust.
The difference with Jeanette Rankin is that they said, we're gonna take this walk with you. They wanted to make sure that I was okay. They went the extra mile to say, we're here. What do you need? What do you need financially, but more importantly, emotionally, what do you need?
I'm telling you, whatever they need, I know that they can get it from the staff here. And I hope we can continue to foster that, not just with our team, but even from sister to sister.
It's not just a check, and they tell us that again and again and again, how important the support is.
For me, it's really important for women to support other women because we understand each other. And when you understand each other and when you validate each other, it makes you feel more powerful together. And I didn't realize how much that I needed a community like that.
So it's believing in them, and then it's adding all that wraparound support. That's the secret sauce that makes the Jeanette Rankin Foundation different.
You cannot have a society that blooms and grows if you do not have the voices of women.
Something about being able to walk across that stage to receive your diploma after the numbers of hours that you put in, the sacrifices you've made, the times you know that you've cried and whatever else you've done. One thing I know now is once you get your education, there's nothing, no one, nobody, no one can do to take that away from you.
Jeanette Rankin would be extremely proud of the work and the mission that's been created in her name, in her honor, and to carry on the important work that she started. She was such a pioneer, and I'm so grateful for her hard work and her example, her toughness, her resilience, standing up for what she believed in, and especially for women and children. I would hope that she would be incredibly proud of what the women, the founding mothers, have done in her honor, and the work that continues and that will hopefully continue for a long time.
We have named our strategic growth campaign the Great Force Campaign, based on a quote from Jeanette Rankin, where she talked about women being a great force in this country. And she talked about that in a speech to Congress, talking about the 19th Amendment. We want to carry on the great force that Jeanette was to help more and more women and really expand and amplify her legacy.
Investing in women is investing in the future of this country's economic development. And that's why this work, this foundation's work, is so important because, again, we're not just writing checks and sending people off to go and get a degree. We're investing in them throughout their journey.
It's not a handout, it's an investment. It's an investment in their future, and it's an investment in this country's future, and we will all benefit.